This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. You're looking at my pterodactyl, getting ready to do some test flights with it. It's a glider tomorrow, but you're here tonight for a story. Trump, old Trump beat the impeachment on him. They tried to destroy him and get rid of him, and they failed. This is the second attempt. Before it was Russia. For more than a year they kept pushing that, saying we've got him, he's destroyed, and it didn't happen. Now Ukraine for more than a year, and again they failed. They keep targeting Trump. That's a bad deal. And even when they haven't succeeded this time, one of the big shot Democrats said it isn't over. It isn't over. Really? I played poker with a man one time, and he'd lost a lot of money that night. And he said, as the whole bunch was getting ready to just shut down that night, there's about a half a dozen of us around the table. He said, nobody's leaving until I get my money back. Nobody. Well, there were 6 of us and 1 of him, so we walked away. But the Democrats are of the same mindset. If they can't win, we have to keep playing. We have to keep having impeachments till they get the answer they want. Yeah. Isn't that a sad state of affairs? Yeah, no question. Reminds me of a guy, he got injured in a car accident, in a wheelchair, lived in pain. His doctor gave him painkillers and on a monthly basis, and the doctor was going to be gone for 2 months. Okay. And so he said, I'll just give you 2 months supply. Well, under federal law, that's against the law to do that. And so one night, a bunch of men dressed in black busted into his house, grabbed him out of his wheelchair, threw him on the ground, screaming and hollering. He thought he was being robbed. He had no idea what was going on, and they were screaming so loud, he never heard the word cop. He never heard the word cop. It was just men throwing you on the ground. And he said he had a gun at his temple, and his wife was thrown to the ground. She had a gun pointed to her head, right on her head. And the children were screaming bloody murder. Yeah. Well, they hauled him off to jail, and they had a trial. But they couldn't get a complete set of jurors. There would at least always be one that wouldn't charge him with that drug offense. One wouldn't out of that trial. And so it was a hung jury. Well, they tried him again, and another hung jury. Now, anybody with any common sense would have said, okay, maybe we ought to take a step back from this. But again, county attorneys, they get their brownie points from destroying druggies, and they considered him a druggie. So they tried a third time, and they finally, on a third trial, they got him. 10 years in prison. He's still presently spending some of that 10 years in prison, in a wheelchair, taking the medicine in there, the same thing that he had outside. Absolutely. A pure, complete nightmare. And that's your court system, saying we'll get you, if not now, sooner or later we're going to get you. Yeah. Oh. And so needless to say, for those of you who are against Trump and saying, man, get him, get him, get him, as soon as they get him, you and I are next. You and I are next. So we pray for Trump, for his safety, and we pray for America, and we pray for the Republic. You guys have a good day.